A pleasant good morning, students. Now we see the social lesson 12, Forest and Wildlife of India. Before a week, we see in this lesson of students remaining lesson. Now we will see. Before a week, what we seen? Anybody know, students? Yes, we see about forest and useful of forest and type of forest. These and all we seen about in this lesson. In remaining lesson, now I will teach you. In this part, we learn about deforestation and afforestation and wild animals. What's meant by deforestation, students? Forest slowly destroyed. No, that means deforestation. If forest fully destroyed means we face some problems. What is the problems? Here give 4 points about that serious problem. Deforestation is very serious problem, students. Now see about that. Deforestation can lead to the extinction of wild animals and plants. If forest destroyed means automatically wild animals and plants also destroyed. It's a very serious problem. So we have to plant more trees, students. Next very big problem, it can lead to soil erosion. Forest only, trees only control the soil erosion, students. Forest, trees and all fully destroy means it can lead to soil erosion and it can lead to an increase in temperature and carbon dioxide level. This can change the climate. It's a very big thing, students. What we inhale and exhale. Do you remember? We inhale the oxygen, exhale the carbon dioxide. What about trees? Trees inhale the carbon dioxide and exhale the oxygen. Yourself imagine all the trees are cut down means our carbon dioxide fully mixed to the air and increase the temperature and it also change the climate. It's very serious, no? Next point, people of various tribes lives near the forest. Lost forest resources that they live on. In before a topic we seen about the tribes, no forest and all. Some group of people lived in only forest. They are getting food, dress, everything, creating their own self and getting from the forest. So if forest destroy means what about the people? It's very sad, no? These problem and all we face if forest deforestation means. How to save the forest, students? We have to conservation of forest. That means afforestation. Afforestation means we have to plant more trees. Okay, it's important to conserve and recover the loss of forest. Both humans and animals are depend on forest to meet their various needs. Students who meet their various needs, humans and animals. Who depend on the forest? Animals and humans, both of them depend on the forest only. So we have to save our forest. We can make a difference by conserving forest. The following steps must be taken to achieve this. We have to follow these steps and all we can achieve to save the forest, students. We must follow the some tips given by below. First one must plant more trees to save our environment. This is known as afforestation. We have to plant more trees, that is save our environment. This is known as what, students? Afforestation. Plant more trees called afforestation. Next point, government must prevent deforestation and ban people from cutting trees for commercial, firewood and other needs. In commercially some people's cutting down the trees, government must prevent and ban that type of people. We have to save our forest, so we have to plant more trees, and overgrazing by cattle inside the forest must be checked. Some of the animals is more cattle inside the forest means we have to check out what type of animals are there in forest, how many animals are there, these and all we have to check and conserve the forest. Okay students, next, reserve and protected forest area should not be used for collection of forest produce or cutting of trees. Listen students, some of the forests are mostly destroyed. So that type of forest we have to appoint the forest officer and some employees, and we have to plant more trees and save that forest. That time we did not allow the some people for cutting down the trees. Okay. Have to protect that forest. Next, special campaigning such as Van Mahotsavas must be organized to involve more people in growing and protecting trees. Thousands of trees are planted all over the country under such campaignings. Some group of people join together and campaigning most of the people. That is called Van Mahotsavas. That is called what students? Van Mahotsavas. That campaigning people plant thousands of trees all over the countries. Do you imagine students? We never plant at least one trees. That campaigning people plant thousands of trees all over the country. We have to plant many trees in plain areas. Do you understand? Next, a large amount of wood is cut to make paper. We should reduce the use of paper by recycling it. For example, you could cover your textbook using pages from old calendars. We using the large amount of paper students. Paper, how to make the paper? We cut down the trees and we make the paper. Okay, so we have to reduce the uses of paper and we have to recycling the paper. For example, we have to cover the text note and a textbook, we have to cover it. How do we cover? We buy the new paper from the shop and cover it your notebooks. Hereafter, don't do like this students. We have to use the old calendar for cover the textbook. This is a new idea, no? Next, the Chipko Hug the Tree movement. This is a very big movement students. In Uttar Pradesh, in this movement happened in 1917s. The Chipko Hug the Tree movement took the place in Uttarakhand, then a part of Uttar Pradesh. In 1970s, people showed extraordinary courage in protecting forest and trees from getting cut down by woodcutters by hugging the trees. Another such movement was a Apiko movement. It was started by Pandering Hank in 1983 in Karnataka. The word Apiko means embrace or hug. Movements like these have greatly contributed in the conservation of forest. In this topic, we seen two movements students. First one, Chipko movement, another one, Apiko movement. Chipko movement happened in Uttar Pradesh. Apiko movement happened in Karnataka in 1983. The word Apiko means hug. All the peoples together and hug their trees and save their trees. This is a very big movement happened in our country. Next we see about wildlife in India. What about our wildlife students? Wild animals nowadays very suffer because of us. Let's see. Indian forests are home to a large number of wild animals. Which is the home to the large number of wild animals students? Forest. Indian forests are home to a large number of wild animals. When forests are cleared to make roads, factories and houses, these animals and birds lost their habits. Animals and birds normally they are having some habits students. The animals are routinely doing something. So we destroy the forest and putting roads, factories, houses means what about the wild animals? They are doing strangely to us. Wild animals are hunted and killed for their skin, fur, teeth, and horns. Poachers capture and kill tiger for their skin and teeth. Poachers means hunter students. Hunters capture the tiger for what? Tiger skin and teeth using for something. And musk deer are killed to make perfume. Make the perfume used musk deer students. All of you using perfume, no, it's very beautiful. But how do they make? They using musk deer for making perfume. Next, horn for rhinoceros are sold for making some local medicine. Rhinoceros horn, no, you see, no students. That's for sold. For what? They are making some local medicines. This has helped to many special of animals and birds becoming extinct. Because of poachers, many special animals and birds died, and many animals such as a red deer or hangul, some special of turtle, and the Aztec lion face threat from poachers. These special animals getting threats from poachers students. Next we see about protecting other wildlife. Many laws have been made to stop the poaching and hunting of wild animals. Government put many laws for saving wild animal students. Let's see about that. The government of India initiated Project Tiger in 1973 to protect the tiger. The government put the Project Tiger in 1973 for what students? Protect the tiger. Next, Indian Rhino Vision. This vision for protect the rhinoceros. This was launched in 2005 by the Assam Forest Department in partnership with Worldwide Fund for Nature India, the International Rhino Foundation and US Fish and Wildlife Service. Who put the Rhino Vision 2020? The Rhino Vision launched 2005 for whom? Assam Forest Department with partnership Worldwide Fund for Nature India, the International Rhino Foundation of US Fish and Wildlife Service. They have an aim to attain the population of least 300 wild rhino in Assam by the year 2020. What is the aim of that vision, students? They are populate the rhinoceros 300. What's the vision, students? They are increase the rhinoceros population. Next, in order to protect wildlife, the government has set up national park and wildlife sanctuary. Government set up the many national park and many wildlife sanctuary all over the country to protect shelter to the save rare and endangered wild animals and birds. The wildlife sanctuary and national park is very helpful for save the endangered animals and birds. Wild animals can roam in their natural surrounding without any hindrance. Hunting of animals and birds is prohibited here. Many animals are hunting here, so we have to save our animals in our country, students. So only government take the step of this. Here give the some box, students. National park list and which animal preserved. Corbett National Park, tiger. Kanha National Park, tiger. Manas National Park, rhinoceros. Kaziranga National Park, rhinoceros. Bharatpur National Park, birds. Ranthambore National Park, tiger. Gir National Park, lion. Do you understand, students, about national park and animals preserved? I hope you all understand about lesson 12. Thank you, students. We will meet in next class.